Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books from Book of the Month Club and beyond. I'm your host. I'm Renee. How great is this to be outside? Just a perfectly beautiful day today, and I want to give you my April wrap up on what I read for the month of April. So, first, I just want to clarify something. I thought I had mentioned this, but maybe I hadn't. Um, I did not choose a book of the month for the month of April. Um, I just wasn't that excited about any of their choices. I had plenty of books to read, and so I decided to just go ahead and keep the credit until May. So I did pick out a book of the month for May now. So there will be, the usual unboxing and then review of that book. So none for April, but look forward to May because there will be one then. So let's take a look at what I read for this month. And I'm not going to go too much in depth with these because I've already discussed basically each one of these books previously, either on the book tag videos or my banned book videos. So let's just get started with them. First was the book Heartstopper. I do have a video with a fairly decent review of that one. It's a graphic novel. Came out in 2019. It's been made into a series. Alice Osman is the author. And it does have some now bans and challenges against it. And I have a video where I discussed all of that, like I say, pretty much in depth. So then the next book for April was this Enemies in the Orchard. I've also mentioned this a couple of times. Very, very good book. Author is Dana Vanderloot, and this book is written in verse. Not a whole lot of writing on each page, so it goes pretty quickly. Just a very unique story, kind of about basically a friendship, relationship between a young girl and a POW of the United States. He's a German POW during World War II, and he's working on her family's apple orchard. And so they kind of start friendship together. That's why it's called Enemies in the Orchard. And it's really very good, so very interesting. Next we have, this was out of the mystery box that I unveiled a couple months ago. It's still, like I think I've mentioned this, one of my more popular videos, book haul video. This is called Silence. Shusaku Endo is the author. This is a Japanese book. It's translated into English, sometimes well and sometimes not. But anyway, it's an interesting story about Jesuit priests who are in Japan in I think it's the 17th century, to bring Christianity into the Japanese culture. So, yeah, interesting. I went through that one pretty quickly. I enjoyed it. Next is the Kiss Quotient, also from my magical box. The author here is Helen Hoang. And the reason I chose this for the month of April is that it does have a autistic character. Basically, the main character has Asperger's, and it's a romance book about the difficulties that she has with relationships, and she starts a romance with somebody who has their own challenges in life. So it wasn't bad for romance. I kind of enjoyed it. Something a little bit different for me. Next, the classic of Mice and Men. That's by John Steinbeck, of course. This book was written in the 1930s. It's a very frequently banned book. Can't really figure out exactly why, but I do talk about that on my banned book video for April. So you might want to check out that one if you need to know more about that. And then finally, Looking for Alaska by John Green. This book is from, I think it's 2005 or something like that. Um, yeah, 2005. And having some difficulty trying to figure out why this one actually is banned as well. But again, I have a pretty good review on my banned book video. I'll link that video below, so you know, you can find out a little bit more there. And for what I'm currently reading and getting into right now, I'm still kind of messing around with with Bel Canto by Ann Patchett. This is also a newly banned book. Can't figure out why, but I don't know. Maybe I'll eventually figure it out, even though I'm almost halfway through. You'd think that it would be obvious by now, but no, not so much. And then I also started, that one was just not quite holding my interest as much as what I had hoped here and there. So in the meantime, I started this, which has a little more adventure to it. It's called Merls Door, and it's about a dog who finds his human. The name of the author is Ted Karasote, and this is a book from, not sure the year on this, 2007. Yeah, it's been interesting so far. Not only does he talk about finding the dog and the story of the dog and different observations he makes of the dog, but he also goes over some of the history of dogs, how they were domesticated, different things like that. Yeah, it's interesting so far. I am only 36 pages in. I just basically read it yesterday evening. Thought it might hold my interest just a little better than Bel Canto has for an evening read. So that's April. Now, for May, I will make a video discussing my reading plans, but it may not be for about a week or so until I am able to do that. I have some other things that are happening, and I did allude to this one other time, and I really don't mean to drag this out into drama. I'm going to put out a video this evening that will explain the whole thing. It's just that when some of these things are happening, you don't always have all of the information immediately, and it kind of makes sense to wait sometimes to talk to people in an honest way until you have all the pieces in place. So I think that once I have that video out, and it'll be at about 6 or 7 this evening, May 1st, on a Wednesday, it will kind of make a little more sense, and yeah, you'll understand why. And so I won't be making a video over the weekend, but I do have one that I'm going to post over the weekend, and it'll be about my garden, which half of which you can see right here in this video. So, there's your preview. All right, thank you everyone. I really appreciate all your help and support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and do all those things. If you like my videos, I always appreciate you watching. So take care, go out and enjoy this great day. Have a good one.